YouTube. How are we tonight? So, I was late, only 2 minutes, but still, nonetheless, I pulled in the driveway and I looked at my phone and I was like, oh my, it is 7 o'clock. We're just about 7 o'clock. So, was busy. I've got company in town. My mom is visiting. And hand me that box too, please. Just set it right here. And yeah, a million things to do as we had a tremendous amount of rain the other day. We had, neighbor said, I think we got 4 inches of rain all in about an hour or so. So we had some flooding. The water got as high as I've ever seen it get here. And it got exciting and fun. We lost one of our kayaks and culvert. Thankfully, that's all we lost. My sawmill was underwater, along with my backhoe attachment to my skid steer and a bunch of steel. And yeah, water got up pretty high. So yeah. That was exciting. I think that was, today's Tuesday. Was that Sunday? I don't remember. Days just kind of blur together. And then, so with all this rain, I was out mowing a bunch of stuff and doing all the things that need to be done. So I was a little bit late, but hey, we're here now. And I got a package in the mail. I'm going to open this up here from China. Oh, and we're starting to get some rooms upstairs. That's nice. So somebody sent me, commented on a Facebook post and asked me my opinion of this sharpener. And I made a comment of something to the effect of deceptive marketing, and I don't like deceptive marketing. The company commented back and said something to the effect like, we're sorry you feel this way, or something. We would love to have your input or something. And, you know, my thought was, well, for one, I was kind of surprised because here's the thing. A lot of times when a lot of these companies that advertise like that and do these kind of things, they're not really interacting with people. And it's kind of interesting where we're at in the global economy and business and all that kind of stuff. I was listening to something today about how this company got bought out in Switzerland or some other country, and the owners of the company asked one of their workers, well, hey, what's a good number to reach you if we need to get a hold of you after hours? And the comment he said was, there is no such number. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. Like, it's an interesting dynamic, the relationship between work and personal life. And, you know, a lot of people talk about a healthy work-life balance, but I think we've kind of lost touch with reality. And like an agrarian type lifestyle, growing up on a farm, working on a farm, there are no hours to your work. When floods come and take out fences, when things happen, you're going to get up and you're going to do what you need to do to take care of your livestock, take care of your family, and do what needs to be done. And I've always had jobs in life where work wasn't really optional. I've done a lot of construction work. I've worked grain elevators, things where if they're down, you're working. Linemen, when the power's out, guess what? It's time to get to work. They don't care if, to some extent, it doesn't matter if you don't feel good. It don't matter if you had a headache. Like, I mean, if you're incapable of working, it's one thing, but for the most part, we went through a stint where when I was working for the power company, the supervisor said, if you turn down a call out, you have to explain to your supervisor on why you did not take that call out, because we had mandatory call outs. And my lead man said something kind of inappropriate, told his supervisor the reason he didn't take his call, and he said something kind of inappropriate. He's like, we had a female district supervisor, and he's like, I can't tell her that. He says, well, I don't care. Like, I don't care what you tell her, but that's my story. And so, anyways, I say all that to say, there's a lot of companies out there who are caring more about the interaction with their customer base and are going above and beyond to provide customer service like we used to have everywhere or was more common. And I say that because I bought a commercial faucet for my sink. And it's outside, and it froze and it broke. And it's a Chinese company. And I reached out to them and I said, listen, my faucet froze and broke, and it's my fault. I didn't drain the lines. This is not a warranty issue, but I don't want to buy a whole nother faucet when all I need is this one part. Is there any way you can sell me this one part? And she had me send pictures and, find out exactly what faucet I had and everything. And they sent me the part free of charge. Here we have another Chinese company who I'm not particularly fond of. I'm not particularly fond of their marketing. I feel like their marketing is slightly deceptive. But I mean, most marketing is trying to make something seem better than it is. So anyways, this person I know commented, asked me what my opinion was. I gave my opinion from what I could see. Company reached out. They said, hey, we'd like to send you one to test it out. I'm like, great. We'll see if they actually send little old me a sharpener. Well, here we are. It's been a few weeks. Here's their sharpener. And we're going to put it through some paces, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion on it. I can say this. Most systems are not going to, they're going to have their strengths and they're going to have their weaknesses. And they are not going to replace the skill and knowledge of knowing how to do something without just the skill and knowledge, So, that being said, there are people who do not want to invest the time that it takes to build the skill to become proficient at hand sharpening. And for the right knife and the right customer, this product could be a very useful tool. I would argue that the time you're going to spend messing around with systems, clamps, and such, you're better off investing it in practicing and learning a skill. But some people just aren't going to do that. So it'll be fun to get this thing out, test it out, and hey, I didn't have to spend a ton of money. And that's kind of my standpoint is I'm not going to buy this stuff to, oh man, I didn't want to use this edge yet. So I cleaned up my bevels on my personal neck knife with the diamond belts that I used last week. And then I've started sharpening it. I'm going to test this edge. So yeah, I don't want to just sink this knife into this box because I spent a lot of time sharpening it. I haven't got to testing and inspecting the edge. So, who all's got big plans? Muscle memory. Who all's got big plans for the 4th? Sorry for my, I'm just in my goofy. I was gonna go running this morning. Didn't sleep well last night. Didn't go running. And yeah, it's just been one of those days. So here is the sharpening system. Okay, let's talk about deceptive marketing, all right? So what I did not like about their advertising was when you go to the brand and you look, there's of course like a profile picture of a white dude, and I believe if you were just to go to the brand and look at pictures and stuff, you would assume that this is an American company or an American manufacturer, but it's definitely not. Anyways, and then just different things, like they show this knife doing these amazing cuts that I don't think came from the results of this machine, stuff like that. First impressions. Not really set up for an unboxing here, but we're going to do it anyways. Did I open it up upside down? I don't think so. No, I didn't, but in this foam here, there's some oil. There's some oil and a knob. This thing looks, and that's the other thing they said when they sent me this. They wanted to know what type of knives I planned on sharpening on it. This is primarily designed to sharpen kitchen knives. And so, once again, any type of system is going to have its limitations, what it was designed to do. Wow. This is quite the, it's got this sled that runs here. Your stone goes on here. And it's got this clamping mechanism for your knife. Sweet. It's got an instruction manual. This is in no way an endorsement for this company, but what I can say about this company is they're responsive to their advertising. Yeah, so I'm going to look over this, play around with it, sharpen some knives on it. Now, does it come with, oh, it's got an angle cube. It's got a USB cable, I guess maybe charging the angle cube. And then these are the stones. Very interesting. This is the leather strop. And this is a Diamond 802A 400 and a Diamond 802A 1000. It's got this little box here. It's got magnets in the lid so it stays shut. And yeah. So I'm going to give this little thing a whirl. The stones on this unit are, if they're diamond, they're thin. I mean, they're thin, but diamond should last a long time. I'm not sure if this is a I'm not sure. I'll have to do some reading and research on what type of diamond it is and get back to you on that. But leather strap, all that. So I don't doubt that this is going to sharpen a knife. The question is how user-friendly it is and how cumbersome it is, and then how good of an edge it puts on. Hey, I cut myself. How did I do that? Did I do that with my knife? I probably did. That's funny. I'm gonna have to re-watch my video and find out how I cut myself. Nice armpit. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. Hey, yeah, that's not this kind of page. I'm not gonna hear. I'm not. It was last minute setup. I was late. This is free content that you paid for. So there you go. You paid for it. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off here and go visit with my mom while she's around, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday. And yeah, if you got any comments, leave them. Tell me what you think about American companies versus Chinese companies, customer service, anything you want to chime in on. And we'll see you guys next time. This has been Patrick Rohrman with MT Knives. Have a great day.